What is up, everyone? Welcome to a very, very special episode of Records and Rants. My name is Ice, and with us, as always, is Dixon. How the heck are you?
Ice, good to be back. As always, you said this is a special episode. This is our third anniversary special, I believe, right?
Yes, sir. BTS, we talked about this. At least to me, it doesn't feel like we've been doing this that long. I don't know. That's what I think. But
I think you're probably right. And it doesn't feel like that. But I feel like we've grown as artists, as critics, as entertainers. The last maybe a year and a half.
Yeah.
In reality.
Yeah. And I was going to bring that up, and I wanted to say I think we really hit our stride late 2023. I would say is when we started realizing okay, this is what works. And because at the beginning it was a little rough, like all YouTube channels. You know how it is. It's like you post stuff, you don't get that many views. Now it's kind of, and I know this isn't groundbreaking or anything, but we're getting thousands of views on some, 10,000 on some of them. We post a video, it'll have 100 within a few days or whatever. That's exciting stuff.
It is exciting. No, it's for sure. So we definitely have come into our own, and we launched this in November of 2021. And if I recall correctly, we had a moment where we spent some time discussing the Peanuts Thanksgiving special and how frustrated I am. And I know you are too, about the grievances that Peppermint Patty brought to the table about Snoopy cooking her meal, and I still haven't gotten over that, but it is what it is.
I know what an unbelievable how far are we into this recording? Okay, I could say what an unbelievable bitch that she did that.
So terrible things. But
truly.
It's a different time, and it is what it is.
We
I guess we have to move on.
We have to move past. We have to try to move past it, but we'll never forget. That's for sure.
we'll never forget somewhere. We are headed in a different direction, and Peppermint Patty's not coming with us, so it is what it is. But so I was looking back on all the episodes we've done, and I was thinking about some of my favorite moments, but especially over the last year. And one of my favorite videos, it's fairly recent, the last couple of months, was when you broke down the best early Dave Matthews Band songs, which has 2,000 views on that video, by the way.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
One of my favorite. It was as if you uploaded it and there was an immediate comment that was like, wait, no, this is completely wrong.
Yeah.
Which I guess it's all subjective, but at that point you were deemed as your opinion was incorrect. So who the F knows?
Yeah, I was completely invalidated by this one single guy. But you're right, it was immediate. It was this guy just searches for people's DMB lists just so he could say, oh, you know what, this is actually incorrect.
Yeah, that's exactly what it seemed like, for sure, because he was pretty aggressive there. But no, that was a good one, because and it's actually, as far as the comments go, people are like, wow, this is actually really good. This is a really good breakdown. And especially for me too, because I have a casual understanding of Dave Matthews Band and what they do, and you've been a fan for a long time. We mentioned it before.
Yeah.
And you really knew what you were talking about.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Dixon. I really appreciate that. Because, as longtime viewers know, if you've been with us for the past year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, Dixon's usually comes here with the expertise with a lot of music. I'll say that. But DMB really is my one of my few domains, I guess you could say.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I honestly feel like I really do know that band. Someone could ask me a question, I could probably figure it out, but more so with the music, I always point this out, but I think it has to be said. If I could hear the first note of a song, it could be a live track, and I could be able to pick out where that is recorded. I could say, oh yeah, that's live at Red Rocks. Oh, that's whatever. So just, it goes to show you, I listened to this music a lot for a long time. But, Dixon, you can't please everyone, I guess. And I really enjoyed that. I really liked doing that video, too. I thought that was a lot of fun. But, yeah, you can't please everyone. It's just some guy who's like, well, you didn't pick obscure enough songs. He said it was too mainstream or something.
I mean, I've been one to say oh, this is good, but it's so I don't know. I've used that mainstream argument before, but in reality, if you like it and you think it's good and it is good, then that shouldn't be a problem. I think I've matured out of that. I hope I have anyway. Yeah, because that was always a thing I used to fall back on.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying. If you're like, I don't know, if you're like, who did Kurt Cobain? Nirvana.
Oh yeah,
like, I'm addicted to Nirvana. Oh, what's the best? What's your favorite songs? Oh, Smells Like Teen Spirit and I don't know what else. Like that's the best one. You know what I mean? It's like you don't actually know. But if you really do know the whole band, all the music that they've played, and you're just picking out, you're like, okay, this is a really popular one, but I really like it. I think it's like one of their highlights or whatever. I think then that's okay.
Yeah, who cares? Exactly. And that's the problem is, everybody has the Nirvana t-shirt on. Nobody else has Nirvana. Nobody has
that's why I picked that. Yeah, no one has any friggin' idea. They know Smells Like Teen Spirit, and that's probably it, honestly.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's a tough there's not a whole lot of Nirvana fans of Nirvana the music, I don't think anyway.
No.
Maybe that's just by design because their catalog was small, but who the hell knows? But yes, but some other highlights from the year I really liked is we listened to Zach Bryan for the first time. That was huge. Mm-hmm. We, I think, single-handedly facilitated the return of Creed because we were the only YouTube channel talking about Creed when Creed was down in the dumps doing nothing, and they resurrected over the last year. Did a huge tour in the summer. I think they're going to do it again from when I've heard.
I'm not going to lie. I think I'd actually like to go see them too.
Yeah, I would like to go see them too. I really would.
But yeah, that was a big video for us. When did we put that? That was Dixon. That was June 19th, 2023 was when we posted that video.
Yeah.
And no one was really even talking about that. Very low views on that. No one really searching for Creed back then. And then they had this like big revival all of the sudden.
all of the sudden. We did a follow-up. It was 11 months ago. It was Creed's Return. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that you could not, if you searched Creed, the most recent upload would have been from like 2008 when like YouTube first came out. Like, everyone forgot about Creed by then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, 100%. They did. So I think we had a role in that. We also had some pretty musical moments. We had Beyonce went country, Morgan Wallen threw a chair. Mm-hmm. Zach Bryan and Brandon Chickenfry, one of our more recent uploads, they've had a falling out publicly. I think my favorite album that we reviewed all year was F1 Trillion by Post Malone.
Yeah, that was honestly, huge. I could totally agree with you there.
Yeah, we had new Billie Eilish. We also had, of course, first, before we get to that, we had new Kanye as well. A few new Kanye albums. And then we had new Taylor Swift, which we've talked about in depth.
Oh, yeah.
So you might want to check those out if you're looking for some fair and balanced commentary on Taylor Swift.
Yeah, no, it was definitely fair and balanced. I was actually going to bring that up as one of my favorite ones. And I kind of like the videos we do where, like, going into it, I know that we're going to have an opinion that completely just is, we're going to get attacked for it. It goes against the grain completely. And I think that's having the most fun. Is when we're like, okay, Torture Poets Department, everyone's like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is it's genius level writing. And then I feel like we kind of came in and we're like, well, let's just listen to it for a second.
Yeah, let's just listen to it for a second. Yeah, right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It was just fun to, I mean, I'm not going to lie, it was kind of arduous prepping for that video because little did we know that it was a double album special. Thank God for it. Thank God for us that we really love that.
Yeah, 36 songs. It was fantastic. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, but yeah. I mean, my brain just turned to mush after a little bit. It's like, okay, oh my God, Taylor, how many times could you make a song about being the victim? We get it. I was like pulling my hair out. What little I have at like the 10th song, and then I had another 26 to go. It was crazy.
I know it's insane. I was really though happy. Not that we wouldn't have cared, but the comment section was pretty balanced. A lot of people saying, yeah, this is kind of overdone. You had people that were saying, no, this is fantastic. I love it. Because our whole thing was demand more. And the one comment was like, I know I already have enough. I don't need any more. And the guy's like, you're being fed nonsense.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. That was a great comment.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty fair and balanced. And I don't think, I mean, it could just be me because maybe I don't exist in the Swiftie universe, but it could be me. I think that her momentum may have slowed just a hair. I think that might be a reality, but I can't buy into 100% because you don't hear a whole heck of a lot of things happening around her lately.
Right. Yeah, now that you mentioned that, I haven't really thought about it, but you're completely right. I feel like Taylor Swift for a little while, like leading up to that album release and shortly after it was like Taylor Swift in your face every single day. She was in. It didn't matter if you looked at music news or not. I mean, she was in the headlines. It was constant.
Right. No, exactly.
Yeah, and memes and everything, and people talking about her on Twitter or like everywhere. And yeah she's kind of hopefully losing momentum. Do you think that Sabrina Carpenter is going to take her spot? Let me really hot take really quick right here.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I have a lot of thoughts, and I've actually wanted to bring this up to you, BTS, but I never got the chance. But I kind of want to talk about this Sabrina Carpenter because I feel like it or not, I feel like she's very just like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna sing like slutty songs and like who cares? That is what it is. And when you contrast that, again, like we could go into her music, but when you contrast that with like who Taylor is as like this like prettied up, like vanilla kind of never says the wrong thing, always has to be she has to be loved by everyone. I kind of when you contrast it with someone who's kind of stepping into her space, I kind of like that about Sabrina.
Sure. No, I'm with you. I think she's definitely more, without knowing a whole heck of a lot about her, I feel like she's more honest, a little more raw than Taylor Swift is. Yeah. I think that's a reality. I think she's a better singer than
1,000,000%
Taylor Swift as well, because where were we going? Oh, listening to the Christmas music on the radio, and a Taylor Swift song came up from when she was still country. I think it was a cover of Last Christmas by Wham, and her voice is completely different. She sounds completely different, and I think she's much more flat right now. I think she's flatter. I noticed, I think, more inflection previously. I think she also had for a while there, I think she had like almost like a fake twang she was doing when she was country. But I think that she's I think Sabrina Carpenter is a better singer. I also hear a lot about this Chappelle Roan.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
She sings very, very dirty, very, very vulgar songs. It's just, what's the one song?
Hot to Go.
My fiance plays. Oh yeah, Hot to Go. Yeah. And the other one is it Casual Now? The one lyric is knee deep in the passenger seat and you're eating me out.
Wow. I didn't hear that one. What?
It's just fucking just raw, man. It just lays it all out there. So
there's something to be respected about that. I don't know. I kind of like that.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Call these a-holes out that are putting you through this nonsense. Instead of being whiny about, they broke my heart. There's her being honest, having a raw moment, calling them out, and that's I think a good thing. And I think that Sabrina Carpenter is that same deal, especially in that song, Please, Please, Please.
Oh God, yeah. Very good song. I do like that as well. But yeah, no, it's like going back to our video, we talked about it, and everything's just it's so sanitized. There's no real emotion in any of this, and it's always like dance around the lines, little petty comments, and like titling something that is like an innuendo for like someone that she doesn't like. Just come out and say it. Right. Seriously.
Right. Yes. And I noticed that too. If you look at like Instagram or TikTok, and you have the Swiftie, the pages, there's very much references to the numbers on the songs, and the numbers translates to a guy's initials, and the guy on this date she did this with this. Like it's a very minute detail, and that's just so much work as a supposed fan. I mean, like, just give us like the song Fortnite. You're saying sanitized. That is just it's so robotic.
Yeah,
it's so robotic, and I just don't get it.
Isn't it tiresome? Isn't it tiresome being a fan of Taylor? Like you're getting the same slop. You got to look into stuff to figure out her music. Everything's a big mystery. It's all sanitized. Like, come on.
Everything's a big mystery. It's so funny. It's so true though. It's so true.
Oh my god! Just come on and say, yeah, I fucking hate this guy. Here's everything he did to me. I'm gonna spill it all out right here. Yeah, come on.
Who's the one? I get the same Sabrina Carpenter vibes. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna look it up right now. Oh, Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh yeah.
She, I think, does a good job about putting her heart on her sleeve and being open.
Absolutely.
And telling an honest narrative. Like I heard Sabrina Carpenter seem like they're kind of in the same mindset there, and I can get behind that.
I like her a lot. And you know what? I don't know if did we get any comments on a Taylor Swift video about us just hating women? Because I feel like that might have been, because like we literally just named like 4 women that we appreciate in the music industry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I believe we said that because we're like, hey, look back on our history,
please.
Look back on what we've enjoyed, who we are, because we enjoy that. It has nothing to do with a female thing. If Taylor Swift made really good music, I'd be all about it. Now I really liked what's that album she had? It was like kind of
oh my god,
I'm exhausted.
Midnight
Society. Yeah, we both enjoyed.
We literally said that was good.
Yes, we both enjoyed Midnights. Midnights was a good album, objectively a good album, and the production and a little bit of sort of an EDM techno type deal kind of thing happening with the lo-fi. We enjoyed that. We did. So there you go.
Yeah. So there, yeah. So
yeah.
So get off her back, Spouter, for God's sake.
Definitely an eventful Taylor Swift year for sure. Well, the year's not over yet. We're just kind of looking back on our our previous works, which we have enjoyed. So
yeah. And I was actually one thing that I actually enjoyed was doing the kind of get into the drama with the Zach Bryan and Brandon Chicken Fry thing. That was a very recent video we did. I kind of like getting into it because when we broke it down, I mean, Chicken Fry has no musical quality or anything about her, but it was kind of interesting just seeing how Zach Bryan makes such, because I went back and listened to some of his music while we were researching this, and it's like Zach Bryan makes some pretty good, in my opinion, it's a pretty good music.
I think so
too. Like we were just saying with Chappelle Roan, like very raw, very soulful. I think so. Yeah, and it sounds like it's coming from the heart. So when you find out that he was making these songs about these girls that he just like straight up just went up and cheated on, or just like left out of nowhere, it's like, what the hell? Like, what's going on?
Right.
Here? Yeah.
Right. Exactly. It's a very confusing thing. And the more that comes out about that Zach Bryan and Brown Chicken Fry, I mean, it's just some of the stuff is shocking. I think he still has her cat. He's in possession of her cat that she had. Like that's pretty shocking stuff. I mean, he seems like he's I would be surprised if he continues on, because I think everybody is equally disgusted about Zach Bryan, regardless of where you lie and identify with in your fandom.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And I think the Best Friends podcast, because Beyond Chicken Fry coming from like a pretty she's in the spotlight a lot, obviously, because she does a podcast with Dave Portnoy, so it's like she's always in the spotlight. But he's actually been coming out with music like all these diss tracks and like all this crap, and I think that so I think they're kind of just like continuously hammering on him, and there's more stuff that's come out. Apparently, I haven't looked into anything, but yeah, he's definitely taken a hit, and we actually defended him because I don't know if you remember this. We mentioned in the end of one of our videos, he mentioned that he liked Kanye's music over Taylor Swift, and he got like a whole bunch of flack. Yeah, so that was his first big apology of the year.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that was a big thing because he tweeted it or put it on X, and then he had to delete it. It was a whole big deal.
It was a whole thing. Yeah, we did hit on that, but yeah.
Ugh, I don't even know. It's a tough world out there. Now, from what I've heard, is Zach Bryan posted somewhere that he is taking time off from touring, and he will be in Paris continuing his education in graduate school. I think I heard a rumor about that.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. That seems like a real Zach Bryan like pussed out move to do. Like he can't face what's going on in reality. Yeah. That just seems it's adding up with his personality. And we've talked about it before, separating the art from the artist. And this is a really one of those moments where you have to really think, hey, Zach Bryan might not be it.
Right. He might be completely different from the persona that he puts out to people. So, yeah, that is a kind of pee move of him to just be like, oh, I'm gonna retreat to Paris and just like
I'm gonna retreat, exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll come out all enlightened and whatever, but I guess we'll see. Speaking of another video that we did, speaking of comeback, our Morgan Wallen videos.
Yeah,
those were a lot of fun, and we actually did the one covering when he threw that chair off of the off of the thing. Now, did he ever get sentenced? Like, did anything ever happen?
That's a really good question. I think it was delayed or something happened, or it's coming up in the next few months. I think there's a very big window of what happened and what's going to happen.
Now I'm looking at the news really quick here. It says he's gearing up for potential jail time, and whatever that means. Not entirely sure when the sentencing is going to happen, but it looks like he could serve up to 2 months.
Oh boy! Yeah, wow, what a sentence! Yeah, could have killed somebody.
Source says that the best case scenario, he will get 30 to 60 days behind bars. That's what they're saying.
Wow, I guess that's best case.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the sentencing date is actually going to be, but I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, this hasn't been talked about in a while.
No, that's definitely what he wants. And Morgan Wallen, I mean, in reality, if Morgan Wallen can bounce back with the amount of grace he's been shown in his career, I mean, there's still hope for Zach Bryan.
Yeah, I think so. Who knows? Maybe these guys. Do you think there could be a big duo? Maybe they'll release like a co-album together. It's like to be like the return in my jail cell or something. It'll be called, or like my personal cell. It'll be called.
That's awesome. Oh man, that's great. Yeah, that would be the definitely the comeback of the year for everybody. So
it really would be.
That's so funny.
By the way, I'm sorry. Just to keep everyone updated, it's in December. It's going to happen.
December,
as of right now.
Coming up.
Yes, coming very soon. Very soon.
Potentially, that Morgan Wallen could be facing jail time.
Yes, but
that'll be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Wallen, friend of the show, if you want to clear your name, feel free. We're open to all sides. We don't discriminate against anything.
Now we've done a pretty good job, I'd say, overall. Man, I'm just looking at all these videos that we have. I'm looking at some of like our most viewed ones. We have a lot of great ones, and it's been a lot of fun going through these.
Yeah, it has been.
If you had to pick one, what do you think a highlight would be? Like of one
highlight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to default to. So if I look back on our entire career, I think a highlight. I think there's 2 videos. They're from early when we first started. Mm-hmm. When you listen to Pink Floyd and the Dark. What?
I'm just laughing because I was literally going to pick the same thing.
That's awesome. Yeah, when you listen to Dark Side of the Moon dubbed over The Wizard of Oz, and it's funny because when we had talked about that, my fiance, again, she listens to the show. She went and actually found YouTube has it's already like prepared. You could already just watch it. And she watched it. It's like, wow, this is fantastic. This is awesome. Now she has no connection to Pink Floyd or The Wizard of Oz. Like, couldn't care less about either of those, and really enjoyed that. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I was the same way too. Like, I've literally never seen The Wizard of Oz. I knew what it was about. Never listened to Pink Floyd, really. Probably heard some of like their maybe like 1 or 2 popular songs, but that was it.
Right.
So I had no connection. It was kind of good to just go in completely blind and just kind of experience it. And I think I did the same thing as your fiance too. I think I found something on YouTube. You might have given me the link or something, but I found something on YouTube that just linked it up completely.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was good. That was a really good one. And then I would say my my discovery of the Smiths and Morrissey. I think that was probably one of are the Smiths the greatest band of all time. I think that's probably one of my favorite videos we did. Not just because it got so much it got a lot of views and likes and comments and everything, but
yeah,
it was just kind of cool going through that because you knew the Smiths, but I had just gotten into them, and it was kind of neat to just see like what, again, going in blind completely and just kind of like falling in love, I guess, with this kind of music.
Yeah, no, that was really cool too, and I think that's maybe that's what we're all about here. It's discovery.
Yes. Oh yeah, I would say so.
Maybe that's the highlight of the whole thing so far, is that, I think we give everything a fair shot, and comments we've received, maybe they're anecdotal, but it's like, this is cool. I enjoy the banter. I enjoy the honesty, and that's kind of what we provide, and we hope to provide as we go forward. Yeah,
absolutely. We usually always have, we're coming at it from two different perspectives. It's usually one of us hasn't heard, one of us is going in blind, and then the other, is pretty knowledgeable about it. But even if we're talking about something like when we did, oh my God, it was a review of the greatest night in show business, I think it was.
Oh,
where,
We Are the World.
Yes, where they did We Are the World. We just kind of come at it as, I think we do a very good job of not being biased, I guess.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I really do, because we could come into something, and I really do try to keep an open mind, even if I know that we're going to get flack. Like, as I'm starting to form an opinion on like listening to an album, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm thinking the opposite of what a lot of the reviews say about this, and everyone loves this, but I don't really like it, and it's just like, well, whatever. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
But
I think that's a good way to start.
Yeah, we always give reasons for why we feel the way we do about our reviews. We really, I think we do a good job with that too.
Absolutely, 100%. We're always honest, always straightforward.
That's right.
So, fair and balanced. That's what you're looking for. You've found a home here on YouTube. If you will.
Absolutely, yeah. So, and you know what? Big thanks to everyone who's subscribed and watched our stuff and stuck with us through all of it. There definitely are some regulars in the comments. So if you, honestly, here's the thing. Here's a call to action.
Let's hear it.
If you watch our stuff regularly, leave a comment below. Let us know how long you've been watching us, and let us. You know what? You deserve it. Let us know what we could do or what you want to see.
You're right.
Because if you've been with us you've been listening to Babylon for the last few years, give us a suggestion and we'll listen to you.
I love it.
We've done it in the past too, so.
We have, and we deliver. That's a great. I love that call to action. So yeah. But yeah, big shout out. Thanks, appreciate it all.
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching for these past 3 years.
Love it.
Yeah. So, big stuff coming. We're doing
too much big stuff.
I think before we go, Dixon, maybe I guess we give a little preview, but I guess we're gonna do. I know we're going to do our year wrap-up of what we think was the best music of the year. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Me too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. It's going to be good. So, yeah. So, hey, happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Except Peppermint Patty. Except the woman, except the person who voiced Peppermint Patty in that Thanksgiving special as well.
Yeah,
so I hope you can live with yourself.
You need a bop in the
head, too. Gosh, I hate it.
All right, guys.
It is what it is.
As always, thanks for watching. Happy Thanksgiving from us to you here at Records and Rants, and we will see you in the next one.
Peace.